So Mike, you must be really proud of your theatre trippers. How did it actually all start? Tell us where it began.
Well, it started some 8 years ago now. I'd reached the age of 70. I was a little bit bored with myself. I sat in my armchair, my slippers sort of thing. But I've always had an interest in theatre and seeing theatre shows and music shows. Occasionally went to the Bridgewater Hall with the Sally Orchestra and everything. And but the thing is, I was doing everything on my own. So I thought, I wonder if some of my neighbours would be interested in coming to one or two of the shows. And I started asking people, and I found there was great interest in doing it because, funnily enough, a lot of people would like to go to shows who were on their own and didn't want to go on their own.
Yeah.
So we got together and we formed a little club and we called it Theatre Trippers. And it seemed a madcap idea at the time, but we were lucky where we got a little help financially to get it going, so theatre tickets weren't too expensive. And then we found that some of the theatres, like the New Home Theatre, they have special arrangements with the tickets for community groups. And we could do a couple of their shows for next to nothing. So we joined them, and then we found the Royal Exchange were doing the same. Mm-hmm. So we joined them. And we built up quite a good regular outing sort of thing. And the membership kept increasing all the time.
Well, we have different people coming who say they'll have a go, and go, because we're not really into theatre. But then once they're there, I mean, if they get a good show, then they're hooked. Yeah. I mean, we've had people come and they've seen not so good and said they'll never go again, and we've always had to say, you'll have to come again because you can't go off one, can you? No. That's why I go to every single one. Yeah. And they're not all great, but most of them are, so I don't like missing any of them. And even if you don't like the sound of it, I think I'm going anyway because the experience. It's the experience live,
Yeah.
I mean, how old was I when I started? I mean, I'm 62, so it's not been going that long. And I never really went to the theatre. I went a couple of times, but I couldn't afford it. And this has made it so much easier for us because we get discounts and it's brilliant.
The membership really built up. And then about the time we started, a new theatre came for us where we live in our own locality, which is Miles Platting, which is close to Manchester City Centre. And it's called Hope Mill Theatre.
Oh, yeah.
And we found they were doing some brilliant shows there. And they just started out, run by two great guys who had come a lot of London experience, West End and all that sort of thing. So they knew what kind of shows they wanted to put on.
And because we've got Hope Mill on our doorstep, it's like our theatre. We're like, this is our local theatre. So we feel like it because we all go in and we're all the theatre trippers. And we go in and there's a crew of us, so yeah, it's brilliant.
I got interested then that I'd like to start a no experience required play reading thing, because I found whenever I asked the members if they wanted to come to the theatre play reading, they thought no, because they might be embarrassed because they don't know how to do it. So I thought, well, let's do our own and we'll have a laugh and a joke and make as many mistakes as we like.
And when you do your play readings, were you used to doing this before? Had you done it before, or was it something?
No, it was something new to me. But people say I've got a good reading voice, and I try and put some expression into the play reading, different voices. For example, one of them was an 84-year-old. Should I put this voice on? No, the day war broke out. That type of thing,
Fabulous. Fabulous.
And a madman as well. But don't want to scare you.
But it's good fun, and it doesn't matter whether you can read or write properly or nothing. You just make it up as you go along if you want. You know, some of it, and it's so funny. It is. It's really good.
So Elaine, I've been excited to talk to you because apparently you really enjoy the play readings, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that is because I decided to come because my brain functioning was not very good. I had COVID last November and it left me with an infarct, basically a stroke. And I didn't know that until I had two attacks of loss of memory, loss of awareness, not knowing where I am, and my handwriting was all over the place. I've got very good handwriting. Couldn't write, couldn't remember, couldn't spell, couldn't carry on a conversation. And we run a writing group. And in there I realized how poor my memory had become. So Jed said to me, why don't you come and do the play reading? Because you have to read what you see. You don't have to search for the words. So that's what I've been doing for some months now. And my memory has improved.
That's good.
And thanks to the play reading group, because it's a non-judgmental place. You know, you can make as many mistakes as you can and nobody bats an eyelid. So it's an encouragement.
Yeah.
So that's my story, and I'm glad it's around. I was telling my friends that I was doing the play readings. I said, how did you know to do that? I said, because I couldn't think. I couldn't function. You know, I'm a professional person by right, but I could not function at all. So I needed to get my brain back. I knit and I crochet just because I need to learn to count again.
Yeah.
It's left me in a stupid place, really.
Well, well done you for, getting through that and actually for coming back to the theatre trippers. And it sounds like you really enjoy doing the play readings as well. So not only is it helping you with gaining that memory back and making that muscle work again, but like you say, you're here with people who aren't judging you.
Yeah.
You're just all like one big family. And it's so important doing what you do, play reading. Because
were you a teacher, Elaine?
I used to facilitate groups.
Yeah.
I used to teach meditation,
Yeah.
positive thinking, self-esteem, and I ended up without any of those. Couldn't think positively. I couldn't think, let alone positively. But I was a nurse for all my life. So that's where I've been.
The Royal Exchange, God bless them, they said, we like what you're doing. And they came in and they supported us. And so financing one thing and another to get it going. So it's landing up now that a lot of our members not only enjoy shows, they enjoy reading scripts. It may be theatre, it may be film, it may be TV, just reading the scripts and getting into the characters. And they enjoy that, and that's what we'll be doing tonight. And that's where we're off to now. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to be. She's supposed to be done. And I'm a carer for my son who's got schizophrenia. Don't mind just listening to this.
Oh, it's all relevant, yeah.
Paranoid schizophrenia, and sometimes it's my only outlet to get out.
Yeah.
And I mind my grandkids a lot. That's why I can't come to have to play readings. But this is just. It's just family, like family now.
Something for you as well.
Yeah. With a lot of loons. It's brilliant, it is, it's good.
So tell me about the play readings.
I've only been to two of them.
Two of them.
Loved it. I believe it was like the star on the first one. Thought, I'm not coming back, I can't top that one. And then I had my grandkids a lot, like they were sitting while they're in work and what have you. So I've not made a lot of the play readings, I've only done two. But when you're here, it's brilliant, it is good.
And had you never done anything like that before?
No.
Did you used to go to the theatre before? So this
No,
is open.
no, I have been to the theatre.
Yeah.
But only when you've got free tickets off, say like the Owls in Adapters and what have you. No, there's never. No, so it's just, and it's things we've not been, and there's some been brilliant ones. There's not been some good ones, some not so good, so you've got to take the rough with the smooth. But there's been some fantastic ones, and you can't stop thinking about them for ages and talking about it.
Well, we've been to the Royal Exchange, we've been to Home, Up, and we've also been to the Palace.
Wow.
We went to the Palace and we saw Alice in Wonderland, but at the Royal Exchange we saw Fatherland and we saw Hobson's Choice, which was absolutely brilliant, because it was an Asian family who had this tailors, so it was just brilliant.
And I treat it as a night out. Like when we go, I sort of dress up, and it's like it gets you out of the house, and you know, and I've just met a load of nice people.
Can you believe that you've never been before? And now it's like, when can I get to the next one?
And I'm like, I always, when one comes up, like I get, you know, put me down. You know, I try to go to everyone.
And what involvement do you have when they meet up like this? Like I think tonight they're doing a bit of a play reading, aren't they?
Yeah,
have you done any of the play
I've done.
readings?
Yeah, I've came a couple of times, but the reason, say if I've not, it's something's happened. Where I just say I've not got here for no reason. You know, reasons like that. But
I know. Have you ever done anything like that before? Was that something?
no, because I've not actually joined in reading with them. I've normally sat and listened. But the way they all get their little characters going, you know, that's quite fun to watch them.
So did you surprise yourself at how
Yes.
you took to it? Because I think a lot of people hold back and they think, I can't do that.
I think we all did at first. When we first formed the group, everybody just went and literally read the lines. But once they got used to it, they started putting a bit more influence into different characters, you know. So it's sounding more like a play now, even though you're just reading it. Yeah.
I think because you know each other, you tend to put a bit more into it and sort of make it different. So I think if we stood up and did a bit more, because we do. I mean, when we're walking home, like me and Celine will say, we could do it. Maybe we could do a play. I mean, we've got St George's. There's a stage there, so we could do something.
Well, even if it's a handful of you, I mean, you're doing all these play readings, there might just be one there that's just for a few of you, handful, and you never know, we will be watching this space. So Jean, I hope you don't mind me saying, but somebody tells me that you're the star of play reading. Is that right?
I take off. I get into the character now.
Yeah.
When I first came, I was a bit, because me spelling and my reading is not the best, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But now, if I get stuck on anything, I just ask one of the others to point it out to me. But it's getting easier each time I come. I'm getting more confidence.
So if somebody was interested in joining, what experience would you say they need?
No. You don't need any.
No experience?
No, at all.
You just have fun, don't you?
We just laugh. We learn different cultures as well, and different generations. We learn about the culture from, say, the 30s and 40s. We learn cultures about, different nationalities. And some words are jargon to me. And sometimes I ad-lib. I know I'm not supposed to, but I do.
No, but at least you're thinking on your feet. And it's refreshing to hear that it helps you so much. You know, that you were having difficulty with reading and writing, but you've got confidence in that. So it's a win-win all round, isn't it?
Yeah. But I do ad-lib a lot.
We've seen all different types of productions, you know, plays. Some have been comedies, some have been musicals, some serious. One or two arty ones as well, which sort of go over your head and you wonder what it's all been about at the end.
Yeah.
But a real mixture.
It's just got great to get out with like-minded people though, isn't it? You know, and share that common interest in something that, had it not been set up, you'd have never got that opportunity, would you? So,
That's right, and the theatre trippers, we all congregate early before it starts, you know, have a natter, and then afterwards as well, we have a drink, and we pull the play to pieces, you know, if we haven't liked it. Or
that's good. Yeah. So how would you encourage somebody who's maybe sat at home, you know, stuck indoors? What would you say to them about trying out the theatre trippers?
I think that they should take a look at it and come and meet us, and maybe start here, because I've done it backwards. Maybe start here because they can get to me, because I don't really know many of the people. Like, I know Mike and Dot and a few of the other people, but I don't know all of them because there's quite a number of them in the group, and I suppose for sometimes that can be a bit daunting for people, but I think if they could try to say come here first and then went on the trips, did it the right way around rather than me going on the trips and then coming in, it'd be a good thing.
yeah, so everybody's really enjoyed it, you know, and they keep coming back for more, so obviously something must be going right. Mike's a good leader, and with him being involved in the theatre, he has various pointers, and he's not strict or anything. I mean, it's just an activity and a bit of socialising, so we get as much out of it.
Oh, it sounds like you have a lot of fun, you know, and that's
We do.
important. It's getting you outside.
Even
and
serious plays, we always find something that's funny in it, which we should.
oh,
But if we didn't find fun in it, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want everything to be serious. There's enough serious things in the world these days. It's good to get out and about and
amazing.
exchange views with the other young at heart.
Yeah.